Horror movies. We've all seen one or multiple of them. Except me, I'm too much of a to watch any. We've all had our own thoughts that we would survive a horror movie. But what about historical figures? I mean, there are some pretty strong guys there. Like, for example, I want to see if Genghis Khan could survive a horror movie. Wait. Genghis Khan should be the slasher. No one this idea. For the purposes of knows what, we're going to be basing this hypothetical off of slashers. Now, we're going to be ranking historical figures based off of the feats they accomplished in their time period, and also how I think they would handle the situation. Like in slashers, where you have the final girl, or the fool of the group. And we're going to be ranking them off of S tier to F tier. S tier being they survive completely without any difficulty at all. And F tier being that they completely lose it. So, Hitler. And, well, I have nothing else to say, so let's get into... First up on the list, we got my boy
Tycho Brahe.
And to be honest, I think Tycho is the second or third person to die in a slasher, mainly because of one reason. He's just ungodly stubborn. Like, he is the skeptic of the group. He will deny that there's even murder happening at whatever campground they're at. And then he'll die instantly. You'll see his head roll out into the ground. Did you know that Tycho died because he held in his He didn't want to use any bathroom besides the one in his own home. I have to put him in D tier. Next up on the list, we have Rasputin. To which, I'm going to put him in S tier, mainly because the killer would not go after him. He has so much aura that the killer would just avoid him actively. Like, this man survived so many assassination attempts against his life, and he pulled with his S tier. Next up on the list, we got Blackbeard, laddies. Now, Blackbeard is in the same boat as Rasputin, where he survives just purely off aura, but I'm not going to put him in S tier, because he's better than Rasputin. I'm going to put him with Genghis Khan, because this man took 25 gunshots and 5 stab wounds before he died. That's aura, bro. That's aura. And this man was known to be him on the battlefield. He never killed a single person, but he just beat the out of them. Like, he's with Genghis Khan in this one.
Yo, what's up, guys? I'm Oscar. Hey, shut up! All right, nothing to worry about. Okay. Next up, we have Hamilton. Now, I don't think Hamilton would survive. He's just not that kind of guy. He's like he would get pretty far, but like he wouldn't survive fully. I think he's like a C tier kind of guy, just middle of the road, you know, like C tier. Next up on the list, we have Anna Nzinga. Now, she just has a 100% survivability rate, just because, you know, like, she's just the girliest girl boss in world history, so S tier. Hey, what are you doing out? What are you doing out? Ah, fuck!
It's pretty oh my god. Marie Antoinette, last queen of France, was last queen of France, girly French girl, but she belongs in B tier. Like, let's be real, she's not making it through. She's not going to see the final act. She's like going to be gone midway through the movie. So, B tier. Okay. Next up on the list is Goku! S tier. No diff. Moving on, we have Hitler. F tier, F tier, F tier, F tier, F tier. Next up, we have Missioner, who is an omnipotent entity who's existed since before time had a name. So, she's getting put in S tier. Need I say less? Next up is Robespierre, the man who went crazy for beheading people during the French Revolution. We're going to put him in D tier. Like, this man went from beheading people to being the one beheaded. This man just gives a lot of overconfidence, to where I think if he were to actually confront the killer, he would shit his pants and die. So D tier is appropriate. Catherine the Great, Now, she's going to survive, but I'm only going to put her in A tier, mainly because it's just based off pure luck. So, she's going where she belongs. Next up, we got Chomper Rice. Now, Chomper Rice has a lot of feats, for being a god of longevity and fertility, and being an overall powerhouse. However, it is not stronger than Miss Schnurb, so it is still going in S tier, but it's going lower than her. Our last person we're going to be talking about today, our last historical figure, Mao Zedong. Now, Mao Zedong is just pure evil. From killing his wives to just a whole bunch of other completely evil shit, this man was the King Von of his time. I would even say that he is King Von, because think about this. Have you ever seen Mao Zedong and King Von in the same room? I have a theory, a game theory, that King Von is the reincarnation of Mao Zedong. I can't go into right now, but I'll leave you with this. Mao gets put into a very well-deserved S tier, mainly because of how unhinged he is. Man, those are my rankings. Just let me know what you think about them, if you thought this was funny at all. Please. Yeah, that's it. Bonus topic. Who would win? A bag of Sour Patch Kids or 100 Victorian children? You'd think it'd be the Victorian children. But what if I told you it was the Sour Patch Kids? Typically, Victorian adults could handle 22.2 grams of sugar per day, which means Victorian children would be able to handle less than that. And a single batch of Sour Patch Kids has 144 grams of sugar.
But that's per child, so, case closed, right?
Well, not exactly. That's only the sugar in a Sour Patch bag. You also have to take into account that Victorian children were very susceptible to diseases and other things like chemicals. Why am I bringing up chemicals, you ask? Well, many of the foods today that we have, like Sour Patch Kids, have harmful chemicals in them. Well, we're used to them now, but think about a Victorian child back then. They wouldn't have any, built-up immunity to this shit. So, in conclusion, 100 Victorian children would absolutely lose to a single bag of Sour Patch Kids.